I'm Zach Meyer, and we're reporting with Eagle News. Nope, not Eagle News. Not Eagle News. Take two. I'm Zach Meyer, and I'm doing a book report on The Book Thief. It's gonna be pretty sick. Alright. So in part one, we learn that Liesel's brother dies on the way to her new foster parents' home because Liesel's mom is dropping her off because she doesn't want Liesel to die because her mom is associated with the communist class. Her dad was a communist. Overall, she's just trying to save Liesel from dying. And on the way there, her brother dies, just out of nowhere. It's kind of crazy, unexpected, a little twist. Once she gets to her new foster parents' home, she rolls a cigarette with Hans to try and bond. And she also can't read, so her classmates make fun of her. And she also meets Rudy Steiner. Okay, here we go. In part 3, Liesel steals a book from the book burning, which, not a good idea, but she informs Hans, and Hans says that it's their little secret. That's not smart, but Hans will do anything to keep that bond between them. So, Hans, good dad. Liesel becomes filled with paranoia because the mayor's wife definitely saw her take the book. So that's, that could be bad. And enter Max Vandenberg, who is getting help from Walter Kugler. Max is a Jew, and he is hiding from the Nazis. He's given a book, Mein Kampf, My Struggle by Hitler, and in the book contains scissors, a razor, a key, and an address. The address is to Hans's house. So yeah. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Start of part 5, death, author forgot to write a book. So tells us that Rudy dies. Not what I needed, had an emotional, me and Rudy, we were besties. Not what I needed at the moment, so that just hit different. And Max has a dream that he is boxing Hitler, throwing hands, he loses, and the author adds this in to try and relate how it is for Max, when he's living in Germany, because there's nothing he can do. He can't revolt, just get outnumbered. So, and Liesel goes to the mayor's wife's library. They hang out, because Liesel takes and returns the laundry for Rosa, because Rosa and Hermans, or the mayor's wife, are clients. So she's chilling out, maxing, relaxing in the library, and Liesel just pops off on the mayor's wife. She's like, "You only had your son die. I don't even know like why you're so depressed. Like I have had like 4 or 5 people die in my life. Like you need to chill." And so she returns home. Liesel returns home. She feels pretty bad because Rosa got fired. That's kind of why she popped off on the mayor's wife. Turns home. She tells Rosa. She lies to Rosa about how she got fired, saying that she peppered the mayor's wife, and that's how she got Rosa fired. But really, Rosa reads between the lines. She's like, "You wouldn't do that," and then Lisa was like, "No, I did. She was like trying to get a beating. Don't know what she was trying to do there. Pretty stupid of her, but still. Yep. In part 7, Hans is painting windows black, so if there were to be an air raid, they couldn't really see the town very well because maybe if their lights were on, they'd be blocked by the black windows. So, yeah, Hans is doing that. Rudy is at the festival and they're doing races, and he proves that he is very fast. In the last race, he DQs himself to prove that he doesn't even need to. He's just the GOAT. So let's bring it over to the think circle that I came up with by myself. No influence. Okay? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bro, what are you looking at, man? Okay, so part 9, Reinhold Zucker switches seat with Hans to get better luck during cards. Salty, not good at cards. This guy sucks at cards. They get into an accident. Zucker dies, but Hans only breaks his leg, which means Hans gets to go back home and only has to work for the army as a day job. So it's a lot better for Rosa and Liesel. But Frau Holzappel's son answers the door, or shows up at the door, and spills the beans that two of the 3 sons have been killed during war. And Rudy and Liesel find an injured man who is about to die, and Rudy gives the dying pilot a teddy bear. Alrighty, so end of the book, coming at ya, part 10. Death reveals that Himmel gets bombed yet again, and pretty much everybody dies except for Liesel. She's screaming, "Mama, Papa, where you be, where you at?" No answers. Starts banging on a paint can. Some people find her, they rescue her. Death, not super happy about this because she's already endured like tons of death. So now that she's like basically lost everything, he's not very happy. Oh yeah, and Michael Holzappel, yeah, he just killed himself. Rip Mikey. Liesel spots Max in the crowd of Jews, because remember he ran away, he got caught, went to a camp, and now he's in one of these crowds. Liesel runs at him, starts marching in this crowd. An officer comes over, whips Liesel and Max. Liesel starts shouting quotes from the book, and Rudy comes over, pulls Liesel out of the parade, saves the day, and now we have gotten to the part where the air raid happens. It comes pretty late at night while everybody's sleeping, so basically everybody's killed instantly, except for Liesel, because she's writing a book in the basement. So, she's alive. She gets rescued, she finds the bodies, she finally gives Rudy that kiss on the lips when he's dead, and finds the accordion, lays it next to Hans's body, and she also leaves the book there with them, which then gets tossed in the garbage with everything else. But Death comes in last second, saves the book. The book is called The Book Thief. That's a backflip right there, baby.